Welcome back to the Taverneers podcast. Previously, the group met up in a tavern known as the Frozen Elk. Well, most of them wandered in to find a Goliath passed out on a table with a half-orc sat in the corner with two members of the staff of the tavern just kind of helping the Goliath. While the half-orc and the Goliath were, I guess, talking amongst themselves, a dwarven man entered, causing a ruckus, and then after that a gnome man walked in as well. These are, of course, our player characters. With this, Luthor, the half-orc, discovered that every single one of these people had a letter that told them to meet up with him. Luthor had not sent out any of these letters and had no idea they were coming, but he's stuck with them now. Got word that there is a bandit camp in a cave just northwest of the current location, which was the city of Woodcall. With his new friends, decided to travel up to that location and see if they could handle themselves with him. Let's talk about what happened outside of the cave first. Hagar and Valkyrie found a grave marked with a sword placed into the ground. Valkyrie knew more than she told everyone, but Hagar decided to throw the sword off of the cliff.
In my defense, I wouldn't have known it was important, and it wasn't as good as my current sword, so really, you can't blame me, right?
Well, before you picked it up, I did mention it was a grave.
Grey schmave.
I could feel Valkyrie's rage just already. After this happened, you snuck your way into the cave where the bandit camp was and stumbled across the first room of enemies, I guess. Sneakily took out the first member and then slit his throat and left him to bleed out. Left him to bleed out. After that, Hagar killed him with words.
After
literally boiled to death.
Was he lying on the floor and I missed when I tried to stab him, or did I manage to stab him?
He was on the floor he was on the floor and you attempted to stab, which you missed. But then I believe you did.
I think I got him, and then I whispered sweet nothings into his ear
and then he died. Which at that point, you all started to attack the rest of the gang members in that room. Some better than others. Some of you hid, not pointing at anyone, and some of you went head on. But where the last session ended, or where the last recording session ended, I don't know if I'm going to split those up into two different episodes, but we discovered a chest in the room, which Luthor walked over to, and as he went to touch, he didn't want to touch it, he kind of realised what it was almost immediately, and I believe you shot an arrow in it?
Yep.
And it turned into a mimic. Obvious trap, but Luthor doesn't fall for simple things. So we're going to cut back over there. So if everyone has roll 20 up currently, can you all roll for initiative, please?
Oh, sweet lord. Okay.
Because you are technically in combat.
Oh.
Valkyrie leading the way with an amazing roll there for natural 1.
Yay!
Plus 3 though, so you do get 4. Not if that makes anything better for you. And there's Brett getting the natural 20 when it doesn't matter. When it doesn't matter. What am I looking for? My monster manual.
The monster manual.
Were you just trying to do a parody of the Monster Mash?
I wasn't trying. I clearly succeeded.
We've got top of the round, Arnold. And just in case you forgot, you are this one here.
Well, I'd rather not shoot Luthor in the back.
Ideally, yeah, that'd be nice.
Shoot him in the back.
No, because I've rolled that 20, so the next one's an that one. Which is either me or Luthor in the back of the fucking net.
If you're lucky, you'll do a crit. You'll go right through him and then into the.
I'll move to here. Just up from the.
Lovely.
Should be out there.
Yeah, you'll be fine. If you roll a natural one, that you are shooting in between the eyes.
Great.
Can I at least ricochet?
No.
I am going to fire my crossbow. At the mimic, not at Luthor.
Of course.
He gets in that one, it'll hit Hagar.
Day 20.
A dirty 20 hits.
And it will do 5 damage.
Lovely. So what attack did you fire a crossbow bolt at him?
Yes. Crossbow.
Yeah, so you managed to time your crossbow fire perfectly as your bolt goes into the mouth of the mimic. And you can see that it kind of pauses for a minute and starts to go and a little bit of blood does come up.
And then I will backpedal 5 feet.
Back up 5 feet.
Yep.
Lovely. Does that end your turn?
Yes, that does end my turn.
Hagar, you're on deck.
Yeah. Okay. Well. How tall is this mimic?
So currently standing on its feet, it's only about 4 foot tall.
Fuck, that's a swamp mimic, isn't it?
Oh. Can I try and assess how it's looking? Is that something I can do?
What? I'll allow you to make a perception check.
Oh,
You're down
wait.
here, and you are the one down here hiding behind the boulder.
Oh man. Okay, look, you've just seen that straight line. I got dark vision. I'm give me that perception roll, please. D20 plus 3. Oh, that 20. Damn.
Nice.
With your representation, I just dabbed.
You have barely made a scratch so far.
Okay, I'm on 4 HP. Can I leave the cave?
You're gonna leave the cave.
Okay, wait. Now I kind of need to make sure.
You can leave the cave.
I kind of want to at least keep it. I want to at least keep an eye on it, so I know if it's going to chase me out of the cave. If I just go outside the cave, then those 3 could die, and then I still wouldn't know. They might get me, but I don't want to leave. I just want to not be here. I'm just going to stay exactly where I am. I have 4 HP.
Okay.
I'm not getting involved. No one can blame me. This is an honorable move.
Okay, so he's going to end your turn.
Wait. Oh, hang on. Oh, I would. You know what? I would. I'd like to cast Cure Wounds on myself, please.
Okay.
And I totally know the rules behind Cure Wounds, which is
I
why.
believe it's a D8 plus your spellcasting modifier, I think.
Thank you so much. Okay, so. Well, that would be, for me, I'm just going to check that. That's a +4. Okay. So it's D8 plus. Is it helpful that I verbalize literally everything? Probably not. But I'm gonna do it anyway. 11 HP.
I mean, for a podcast, yes, it's good that you verbalize everything.
I'm gonna 11 HP from the dealer, please.
Okie
Thank you very
dokie.
much.
The dealer?
Right, 12 HP. Oh man, I healed myself past max. Okay. Sweet.
You can't
That's
go,
all I choose to do.
You can't go past max, but
Yeah, but it feels like wasted numbers.
Wait, wasn't you just about to die? You still just have past max.
I've gone from 4
Oh,
to 12 for a total of 8.
It's now the Mimic's turn. And probably like you'd all expect, the Mimic is going to extend its legs, so it kind of starts to tower over Luthor slightly. Which is weird for you to watch, as it kind of seems like its legs are growing, and the skin is stretching. And it looks like the skin's like just about to rip. And as you think something's about to snap, the chest opens and snaps over Luthor. Well, let's see if it actually does first. With me actually rolling to hit. No, 9.
That does not hit.
I know. So, as you look, Luthor, you quickly realise as you look up, the jaw of the Mimic is opening, and you sense that it is going to close on you. As you quickly jump back and block the teeth away with your sword. So it ends its turn there. And now, speaking of Luthor, it is your turn.
Okay, well, first I'm going to use my bonus action to use my Crimson Right to make my sword on fire.
Yep.
Which means I take... And then I'm just going to take have a bit of a stab at it. I'm going to try and stab it in the mouth.
The math.
The mouth. Cheers. 8. I assume that fucking misses.
It misses, very much so.
Yeah, that's
So
gonna
as-
fucking do.
So as you go to stab it in the mouth, his jaw closes, and your sword doesn't move further than the tip. But you do manage to pull your sword back out as you look back at the Mimic. It's now sticking its tongue out at you.
Oh, prick.
I chose to veto that joke opportunity, by the way, and I would like that to be recognised.
I do recognise it. Thank you.
I yield the floor.
To end your turn, Luthor.
Yeah.
Lovely. Valkyrie. Just realised I've got this up and look at everything. And you are down here.
Where, sorry?
Just this one here. So you're down by the entrance, just in front of the boulder, by where you came in.
Can I just hold an action in, get my weapon ready to
You
attack?
coward.
I'm pretty sure
And-
Valkyrie's quite hurt.
Yeah.
Well, not
I'm,
really,
I'm saying as a person who deliberately tried to hide.
Anyway, so what you're gonna hold an action to.
to get ready to attack if it attacks me or anyone else.
So if it just comes closer to you,
Yeah.
because you are. Hold on, how far away are you currently? You are about 35 feet away.
Not 35 feet.
About 35
Yeah.
feet.
The other side of the cave behind a giant boulder.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice. If a hole is 6 feet deep, how deep is it?
Oh god.
About 35 feet.
So, Valkyrie holds an action. Just for if it comes close to you, and attacks you, you're gonna attack. Okie doke. Back at the top of the round, Arnold, it is your turn again.
You can cast cantrips as many times as you want, like.
Yeah. They are in action unless it says so.
Yeah. 'Cause I realised I have Firebolt, which is just better than me firing an arrow. So I will use Firebolt on him,
Okie doke.
which, considering I'm an artificer, I have to actually specifically state how I'm doing that rather than just casting it. So
Yeah, how do you cast your spell?
I'm going to use my smithing tools to kind of just get a spark of a rock, light an arrow on fire, well, a bolt on fire, and just essentially use that as a Firebolt.
Yeah.
Which I will allow you.
Practicality.
Yep. Which I will allow you to class that as me actually using the bolt.
Sure. Sure. So yeah, roll to hit.
Dirty 20 again.
Oh god, you're rolling like a madman. Dirty 20. That hits.
Shit. Fireball. 1d10. Four.
Wow.
And I've now realised, no, I'm just a fucking idiot. Because I didn't add the plus to it, so it is actually better for just fire the fucking. Oh, I'm dead.
Does Firebolt add your spellcast? Yeah, of course it does.
Nope.
Does it not?
Not for
No.
damage. Not
No.
for damage.
No. For attack, yeah. Like spells, unless it says, don't add anything.
Oh.
No,
Um,
Brett, you idiot.
What?
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 He
Why am I
didn't. Wait, he
the idiot?
didn't. He didn't add his modifier. Why are we being angry at him for doing the thing he said he shouldn't do?
I just wanted to sound like I was being really mean, but like
Oh.
overtly mean. That's I did a voice in it. Okay. I apologize.
Yeah, I will fire a fireball.
So
that
as
four damage.
it's extended its legs and it's attacked Luthor, as Luthor kind of pulls his sword out, as he's sticking his tongue. Well, as the mimic is sticking his tongue out, you shoot the fireball and it hits the tongue, and it automatically shoots straight back in his mouth, taking the bolt with it. So now you've lost 2 bolts into the mouth of this man.
I really hope that when I collect these, it doesn't have a muscle spasm. Else I'm losing a fucking arm.
Does that end your turn?
Yes, that's all in my turn.
Lovely. Hagar, it's your turn.
I
Do
would
you
like.
stay hidden?
I do stay hidden, but I would like to pull up my shirt and start to lay out a thick and inspiring beat with my belly in order to inspire Luthor and give him the bonus 1d6 that I can do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Does that need line of sight?
No.
Are you sure?
Check.
Yes.
Positive?
Yes.
Okay. Luthor, as you're fighting this mimic, you for some reason can hear the slapping of skin, and it's making you
I bet I
feel.
can.
It's making you feel all kind of. It takes you back to some memories in some dodgy places, and you look to your left, and like you peer around the rock, like the big boulder, and you could just see Hagar going to town on his stomach. He looks at you, just winks slowly, and you feel inspired, but also kind of grossed out a little bit. But you could take that bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
Is that end your turn, Hagar? And by the way, were you actually slapping your stomach then?
Yes. Yes. I was. My work here is done.
So take some inspiration for the commitment to the bit.
Thank you. Give me that.
Method acting.
Yeah, for that method. Mwah, it's beautiful.
It's pretty easy to sit down and slap your belly, to be honest, but I'll take the
Chef.
inspiration. Thank you.
Chef kisses. Mwah.
Normally I just mute my mic, so it's nice to be able to do this out in the open.
Do you do this normally?
It's classified.
So now it's the mimic's turn again. So similarly like it did before, its legs is extending, but this time it goes a bit quicker, as it's now just going to attempt to bite you straight up, head on.
Okay.
Instead of trying to go over you to try and, I guess, grapple you with the teeth, it's just going to try and nip at you. 16
That
to hit.
hits.
Yeah, baby. The mimic lunges forward towards you, takes a nip at your chin, and it does take quite a large chunk of the skin on your chin off. It's just a little bit of a nip, but you take 9 points of damage altogether. So you are losing quite a bit of blood from that. It's took quite a large chunk out of your chin.
Okay.
How you looking for health? Could be better, could be worse.
Could be better.
Speaking of losing parts of your chin, it's your turn. I don't know what that was supposed to mean.
Yeah, I'm just going to use my bardic inspiration and try and mank it straight in, like, you know, underside, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Like between
yeah.
the legs. Ugh.
Kind of, yeah. I guess.
Between its dangly legs.
And I'm going to use my bardic inspiration as well.
16 hits.
Thank God, because my rolls have been terrible today.
For once. Anytime I ever play D&D with you, your rolls are normally immaculate.
I'm just that lucky, except for now, when people can see. 12 damage.
Fuck, okay. Nice.
Yes, there is actually.
So, as it's lunging forward, as it's kind of like retreating, it's kind of going back slower than it did towards you. You take that advantage as to lunge forward, go down slightly, bring your sword up between its legs, slash at the underside of the bottom of the chest, doing quite a bit of damage actually. Lovely. So now, as you look at the mimic, you can see it's in quite a bit of pain. Still going though.
As a bonus action, I'm going to use my second wind ability to get 1d10 plus 1 health back.
Nope.
10 health back.
Did I hear someone gimmick? Did I hear someone giggle while I was talking?
I giggled.
Did I say something funny?
No, you didn't. Don't worry.
Are you sure?
What the fuck is someone put on the side of the
Yeah.
I have unveiled my magnum opus in the Roll20. It is a piece of linguistic culture that will reverberate through the ages, wherein which we shorten saying D20 and all other D dice names to just Dwenty for D20.
I don't think the D6 one's gonna stick.
Yeah. D12 for 12, D10 for den, D8 for date, D6 for dick, and D4 for door. I revolutionised the system. Roll me a 20 plus 2. Roll me a date plus 3. Dick plus 1. It's amazing. I've revolutionised the game.
People can use the D8 line as a pickup line. Luthor, does that end your turn?
Yas.
Lovely. Valkyrie.
Because last time I raged, and it only lasts for a minute, so would that have ended by now?
It would have ended, yes.
I rage again.
I would like to rage. Yeah, sure, okay. So, you all hear as Valkyrie's now screaming into the heavens. Wait, what does Valkyrie look like when she rages?
Well, I'm assuming like a maniac.
Oh. So like one of your eyes is facing a different direction than the other.
Yeah, go on.
I was going to the shop, the other one's coming back with the change.
See, there's not much that I can do. I might just start heading towards the mimic.
Okay, okay. Which way would you like to go around the boulder? To the left or to the right?
Towards is that Luthor at the top?
It is.
Yeah, I'll start heading towards Luthor.
Okay. So how much movement do you have?
30.
So do you want to get to about there?
But
Yeah.
Arnold, this cave doesn't have any stairs.
So yeah, you've moved up. Anything else you want to do?
Time for now.
Okay, okay. Arnold, it is your turn.
Thank you for not moving into where I was going to shoot again. Because that's all I'm doing. Apart from this one, I'm not aiming for the mouth, so I definitely want these bolts back. Fuck. So yeah, now I'm just going to shoot, not using firebolt, so I realise that's actually less damage.
Just gonna fire a normal bolt from your crossbow.
Yes, not aiming for the mouth. Actually, potentially aiming for like the foot of the knee. Yeah, I'm going to kneecap the bitch.
Okie doke.
20. I'm getting fucking
Yeah,
13.
20s again.
I'm getting some good ass rolls.
Yeah, so can you roll damage?
6.
6. Yeah, so you do exactly as you intended, as as the mimic's kind of moving and fighting with Luthor, you're trying to steady your aim and just waiting for it to stand still for a second. You see an opportune moment as its knee stays still. Fire as it goes straight into the... What's that part of the knee where, when the leg kicks forward if you hit it?
The kneecap.
The back.
The kneecap.
Oh no, it's the tendon just under your kneecap.
The
The
tendon.
back of the knee.
You hit exactly that as it does kind of flinch kind of weirdly and stumble back. End your turn.
Yep, that'll be in my turn.
Lovely. Hagar.
Alright. Well, I'm a little bit more healed up now. I say a little bit more healed up. I'm at max health. Not to show off or anything. And what I'm thinking is, I want to hit this bitch. I want to stab the crap out of it. So I'm gonna move as close as I can to it, which I don't think I can only move 25. I'm a small.
So here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to move this up to, what am I, 15 feet away? Okay. For my action, I would like to hurl an obscenity of the DM's choice at Mimic.
Okay. Of my choice.
Yeah.
I don't think I get to choose.
All right.
You swear.
Stupid gargle blasting, dick pustule eating little time traveling scorpion bitch. Hey, you suck.
The Mimic's turn now.
What's the Mimic gonna roll for? Crying for its mama? You can't, you're a Mimic. Stupid. It's just like a big chest.
Oh my god. Luthor, you should have took more damage when you got attacked earlier.
Well, you fucked up, so I don't.
Hang on, who's to say that?
The Mimic is bite attack. You take a D8 plus 3 piercing damage plus a D8 of acid damage.
Oh.
But
I feel like that should be applied retrospectively.
I think so.
Fairness and tribute to the game.
I think so too, Conor.
I fucking roll it then.
I have 12 HP, alright, I want to level the playing field.
You take 2 points of acid damage.
Right.
But at this point, it is stumbling back a bit from the shot to the knee.
And reeling from the insults.
Just crying. It's crying money. It's like Mr. Krabs. He's just crying money. Similar to its first attack, it's going to extend its legs where the skin is starting to rip and go from over the top of you and try and bite downwards. 17.
That hits.
So the rest of you watch as the jaw opens and wraps itself around Luthor and bites up to his waist.
Yeah.
And he takes...
Someone did for content.
Well, 10 points of piercing damage and 8 points of acid damage. How you doing, man?
I mean, I've been better.
The fact that you're still kicking.
Yeah, still going.
Lovely. Yeah, you're still kicking, apparently. Like all of
I'd
your
be
other
dead
characters.
half an attack ago.
Say again?
I would have gone from full health to dead half an attack ago.
Ends Mimic's turn. Luthor, it's now your turn. Can you make a... Well, you're going to try and break out. I'm guessing.
Well, it's kind of got me around the waist, hasn't it?
Yes.
I was just gonna fucking grab my sword with both hands and just plunge my fucking sword straight down into it.
So because you're literally in a mouth and you're currently on your way down its throat. Technically, because of how tall you are, and the chest wasn't massive that I described. Can you just do a strength check to see if you can move your sword?
Yes.
It also depends how you were swallowed. Were you swallowed armed first? Or were you swallowed with your arms by your side?
I wasn't swallowed. I was born.
I got 17.
17. So you can move your sword quite well,
Sick.
actually. So roll to see if you hit with advantage because you're inside of it.
23.
23 hits.
Sick. And I forgot to add this damage before, but my sword is on fire, so 10 damage. But 2 of that is fire, and I don't know if it's weak to that or not.
I don't believe it is.
I assume not.
No, it isn't. Sadly. Yeah, so the rest of you, like, I can see that the Mimic is struggling with something, but it doesn't let go. But Luthor, does that end your turn?
See if there's anything else I can do. Yeah, that'll do.
Okay, Valkyrie.
I am just going to run up to it with my frying pan in hand and bump it on the head.
Bonk it on the head. Roll for an attack. And yes, for those who thought they misheard, her main weapon is a frying pan. You didn't miss here. Doing some monk / barbarian shit with a frying pan. 23 does hit.
Oh, I think I get some extras as well. 11.
Okay, hold on. You bring down your frying pan on the very top of the chest as you watch as cartoon-like it starts to shake with the vibrations. Which Connor, you also feel that. Well, Luthor, sorry, you feel that, and you're very, very confused on what's happening. But you swear you hear the sound of metal in the shape
Metal
of a
hitting metal.
metal hitting metal in the shape of a frying pan.
Gong.
From that frying pan hit, Valkyrie, you can tell that you've hurt it a sufficient amount, and it is getting worried.
Sufficient amount of what? Cooking?
Damage. Which, at that point, Arnold, it's now your turn.
I don't suppose it has any visible eyes.
Make a perception check.
It's a Cyclops mimic and it looks through a keyhole.
That'd explain why it screamed at the start. It wouldn't explain how he's managed to see it.
Oh yeah, mate's putting a key in a mimic chest.
Nat 20!
I don't blame.
That's just funny. I don't know if Henry can either read my mind or he's seen my notes, but you can see that there is an eye in the keyhole, the front of the chest,
Which has already been stabbed.
which has been stabbed. Yes.
Oh, so you know we should stop fighting the mimic. We just poked him in the eye with a key.
You started
No,
it.
not with a key. You started it, you shot him in the eye.
Oh yeah,
You're now inside
Yeah,
it.
like
put a key
Luthor.
in the chest. You'd have shot the chest.
Luthor almost definitely started this.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm
It would have attacked us anyway, so
I'm mimic's inherently evil.
yes.
So,
We don't technically know.
Arnold, what are you going to do?
As if I'm Robin fucking Hood, I'm gonna aim my crossbow to try and split the arrow already in his eye, and fire another bolt straight down. Well, the bolt in his eye, and fire a bolt straight down that.
Okay. So in your current position, with
Shit! Yes, no, I've seen that.
It's simply because Luthor is currently in the mouth, and Valkyrie is hitting it on top of the the head with a frying pan. You can still do it, but I'm going to get you to roll with disadvantage.
Shoot Luthor so the mimic goes hungry.
Ruin its dinner! Ruin it!
So at the moment, I can, if I'm aiming for the higher half of the mimic, I can safely hit the mimic without hitting Luthor. Yes?
Yes.
Then, yeah, I'll just be aiming towards a point where I wouldn't be hitting Luthor, even if it pierced its body.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
okay. So make a roll.
22.
That hits. God, you're rolling very well today.
7 damage.
7 damage. Lovely. As you fire your crossbow bolt and it hits, like, just on, I guess, like, just before it starts to go into the mouth, like, you know, the metal, like, lining of where the chest opens on the stereotypical chest. You hit directly there, and the mimic winces in pain. You can see for a moment the grip on Luthor gets a bit tighter, like as he's like clenching his teeth. Which at that point, Luthor, you do take, I'm gonna say, another 2 damage.
I'm dead. Actually, no, I'm not.
You're not dead. You're unconscious.
No, actually, I'm not.
Are you
Never
not?
mind. I use my orcish ability, Relentless Endurance.
Yeah.
When you reduce to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead.
Lovely.
So I'm going from 1 hit point to 1 hit point.
But from that point, as it kind of clenches its teeth, it opens its mouth and Luthor flops out. But the mimic is in a lot of pain. Almost done for.
So am I.
Which at that point, Hagar, it's your turn.
Hey! Now, you're probably expecting me to try and take all the glory here and finish off the mimic.
As a bard, I'd expect nothing less.
However,
That's a part I be expecting something else.
I am a dwarf of taste, right? And I am a not so... I'm not like the other adventurers. Hashtag unique. And what I would like to do is I would, again, like to keep my shirt raised, but this time I'm kind of clapping a more slow, steady beat with my stomach. And during this, I would like to, using my final spell slot, I would like to use Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the mimic, and it must make a wisdom saving throw or become incapacitated and be unable to stand for up to a minute. And it finds everything I say hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter.
Okay.
So make a wisdom saving throw. And then I need to tell you what number you need to be okay against.
What number's
Which
that?
is 8 plus 2, which is 10, plus there's 12.
10.
Yes!
So you start to hear the mimic go.
And while it's incapacitated, is there still an arrow in its eye?
Yeah.
Can I try and pull it out while it's incapacitated?
So was Tasha's Hideous Laughter your action?
Ah, shite. Yes.
You can move
it was.
closer if you want, but
Nah, I mean, it could kill me. So, but it's laughing.
yeah.
Right.
Okay. If you're just gonna pull the arrow out, I'd say you can do that as a free action, but you're only gonna do 1 point of damage.
I'm not trying to damage it. I just want to take the arrow out.
Oh, you know, if you're not gonna take damage, I will completely allow that.
I would like to pull the arrow out. I feel bad for the mimic. I want to make him laugh and fix his eye.
As he starts laughing, you pull the arrow out of his eye. He doesn't flinch. He still just carries on.
And then I said, "What's the deal with airline food?" He gets it.
Ends Hagar's turn.
Yeah, I would also like to make clear that this is now a disabled mimic. He can't hurt us. Just before one of you murders him. You know, I've already decided to try and become attached to this
It's the mimic's turn. believe he can't do anything.
Oh, right. So to get out of it,
Is it the start of his turn? He needs to make a whiz save.
I think so. I'm about to look and double check that. At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage to target, it needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so end of his turn. 4. So he's still just. Luthor,
I'm just gonna
please miss.
stand up, walk up to it, 2 swords in my hand, and I'm just gonna stab down straight to it.
Make a roll with advantage as he is incapacitated currently. Well, not
Prone,
incapacitated. He's not prone.
Oh shit!
He is prone.
Well, actually, mimics can't be considered prone.
Oh,
Yeah, it's quite strange, but yeah, they can't be considered prone.
what happens if I... Okay.
I got 15.
15 hits.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay, so that's D10 4. Oh, maximum damage 18.
18. Describe how this mimic dies.
I just kind of walk up to it, just bad fuck. I'm gonna raise my flaming sword, 2 hands on the hilt. I'm just gonna just scream out and just bring my blade down straight to his head and then twist it out.
Yeah, so the mimic eventually stops moving. The tongue, like a fire hose, rolls out and sprawls on the floor. The mimic is dead. You are out of combat.
How long is the tongue?
Let's go with it's about like 6 feet long.
I would like to cut off the tongue. Can I?
Of course. So
Yes.
you cut
I
off
am
the tongue.
going to get out my daggers and just kind of jab it in the side to just see if it has any like muscle spasm reflexes or anything like that.
No, you're stabbing it in the side. It's not reacting to anything.
Fuck you, Arnold.
I would like to
Stab Hagar.
yes, no, I'd like to retrieve my arrows from inside it. I feel like I'm about to die.
Of course. So you can make an investigation check.
While this is happening, I'm just gonna get my sword. I'm just gonna gut it to see if there's anything inside that's worth anything.
Did I get the tongue? At the very least.
You did get the tongue. You get a 6
dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Oh.
You do.
I swear I've not rigged this.
You do find 2 of your bolts, but only 2.
I only fired 2 into its mouth. I'd like to then collect the one that's like.
The one that's gooey in Hagar's hand. Oh wait, no, that's
My bolt.
I'll have one that's like on its head, I think, and then one that's its neck.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do an investigation for them too as well?
No, they're quite obviously there. So Luthor starts to gut the thing to try and find the spoils that's inside a mimic. Can you roll an investigation check too, Luthor?
Yep. Let's have a look. $17.
17. So what you find inside is 3 gold pieces,
Oh,
which in Northreach is a lot of money. Like a lot of money. And you find studded leather armor
no.
just inside, obviously from the remains of an adventurer from before.
This is completely useless too.
Studded leather armor.
I'm already wearing studded leather armor.
So
Does anyone want this?
Can me and Arnold split it?
Yeah, I'm sure you can make enough armor for both of you out of it.
I'm already wearing studded leather, so.
Yeah. Well,
Can I?
Hagar, it's yours.
What's the AC on studded leather armor?
12 plus dex.
Oh, I would like to disrobe.
So the rest
I
of
will
this,
turn around.
you all start watching as Hagar just no shit's given, just starts removing all of his clothes.
The hair down there is red as well.
For
And-
anyone who catches a glimpse.
Yeah, and it's hard. It looks like someone's thrown a rotten baby bell into a bush. But I don the studded leather armor, and then I would. Can I take it? Did the mimic have teeth?
Yes.
Can I? How big are they?
They vary in size. There are some small, some a little bit bigger than that, and there's some really big ones.
How big is a really big one?
So a really big one's about 3 inches.
I'd like to take a really big one. Please.
Okay. You have 3-inch sized mimic tooth.
Nice. I'm gonna fashion myself a mimic whip.
But yeah, so all of you have collected your spoils. Valkyrie, is there anything you want to do while you're in here?
Nope, I'm just gonna wait patiently for them to hurry up so we can run along.
I think I need a break.
Ugh.
So as you're all standing there, you do see there are 2 pathways that aren't the one you came in on. There's one to your left slightly and one to your right.
Hey guys, I would like to just take this opportunity to in front of us. There's also a path behind us. Home. We can go. Let's go.
I'm just gonna sit down, lean against a rock, and I'm going to take a short rest. Just to kind of
Okay, do the rest of you want to take a short rest, or do you want to have the debate
No.
a little bit more?
No,
I would like to very quickly check something on whether I can view stuff based on a short rest or whether it has to be a long rest.
Okay.
Is anyone else injured here?
I'm very injured.
Because I can offer you an additional 1d6 for your short rest HP. I am on full HP myself, so I do not require this d6, and I am willing to offer it to you.
Sure.
He
You
says
are welcome.
completely in character as his nose starts to bleed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna heal up and I'm gonna write down the notes of like the details of a mimic into my bestiary.
Yes, okay.
Diary.
In my
What's
diary.
that you got there, Luthor? You got a diary? Yeah.
It's where I take notes on creatures that I kill.
And your feelings? Definitely writes his feelings down.
It's like when you say that and your feelings, you get this. It's completely silent, but Luthor's just kind of not even looking at you, but you can sense the fact that he's going to hit you.
And then you're going to write about it afterwards.
Do I get a d6 of health back?
Yes.
Roll this.
Along with your short rest health as well. All
Yeah,
of you
I'm
can
gonna
also.
I'm gonna use both of my d10s.
All of you can also roll your short rest health back if you need to.
17.
It's going to be like Dark in Rainbow Six Siege, where I get over health. You take that as a no then. Fine.
So, sorry, what was it?
No, it's okay. Doesn't matter. You can find that in the recording.
So who's rolling for health currently?
I just rolled for health.
Okay.
I was gonna go for a fag.
No.
I'm full.
Yes, deal with it.
No. Unless you can
Yeah.
take like 5 minutes to smoke.
Yes.
You should also eat some fruit. Try and develop a healthy habit.
Yeah, so okay, I guess we're gonna go take a break. And we're back. All of you have had your short rests. What is the plan?
I think we should leave, guys. I think we should leave. There's no way we manage Look, let's be real. I may be new to adventuring, but there is no way the things in the other parts of this cave are going to be any easier than what we just done. And I think that got pretty hairy. But no one has any conflicting opinions, so really, I'm the boss. Let's leave. My name's Hagar Ironfoot, and I'm putting my one iron foot down. Because it's louder than the other.
Ignoring that statement, which of the two ways further into the cave should we take?
Oh, now Luthor decides to pipe up.
I am going to use one of my spell slots. Like, well, I'm going to move in between the two cave entrances, like about ish. Any of these?
Oh, hold on. I'm not. Whereabouts? Sorry.
Like around there, and I will use detect magic. And the way that I'll do this is I will use my smithing tools to make what is effectively a compass.
Going in the middle of the two pathways. There is. What's the range on detect magic?
I will check now. 30 feet. Fuck. I thought that was a little bit quicker. I don't think that reaches the doors.
It doesn't.
Oh, it says here.
Oh wait, no, actually, wait. So the way on the left, you do get a slight hint of magic. It's only slight.
There's another way on the left. There's a way up and there's a way right.
Well, look, from where you got, look, where the character models are now, it is to your left. But to
So,
you,
up it.
it's up.
Yeah. I'm going to look at Luthor and just point in that direction.
Well, looks like we're going that way. Come on, guys.
If there's a record, I would like it to show that Hagar did not think this was a good idea, and then I start to follow.
You wanted to follow me, and you wanted to take this job, so we did the job. But you can go home if you want.
If I do, I think I'd be the only one going home. At least if I stick with you guys have a fighting chance. And then I have Billy in.
Are there any pebbles on the floor, by the way?
Any what? Sorry.
Pebbles.
Yeah.
I would like to pick up a one that's potentially smooth or round, well, which would just any pebble, fuck it.
Okay.
Actually, can I just grab a handful, fuck it? Easy way of doing that one.
Okay, yeah, you get a handful of pebbles.
Can I have a specific number to put in? Equipment?
Sure. 4.
I don't know why that made me laugh.
I feel like it's probably because I didn't need a specific number, because I could have just picked up as many as I liked.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, sure, I'll decide how many you pick up.
Roll a d8 to see how many pebbles.
But it's just like, it's just as a passing, just as I'm walking forward, just one handful down sort of shit.
Yeah, sure, so you pick up 4.
I would like to pick up a pebble.
Okay, you pick up a pebble.
How many pebbles do I know? Okay, yeah, thank you. I've got one pebble.
Yeah, it's a singular pebble. Anyway, what are you doing with the pebbles? Are you just...
For the time being, just keeping them.
Okay. So who wanders into the room first?
I'll go first.
I'm going to throw my pebble into the room.
Hopefully after Luthor's already walked in to smack him on the back of the head.
I want to time it just before Luthor enters the room.
So Luthor, you watch as a pebble goes past your, just past your ear and your eye, and lands in the room.
For our ASMR listeners, it sounded like...
What is it, Neil deGrasse Tyson or whatever?
But you wander into the room and you're brought into what looks like a makeshift office. Right in the center of the room there is a wooden table that's
With a pebble on it.
With now it has a pebble on it. It's very rickety and very old looking, and it has a corpse lying face down on a chair. Other points around the room there is a clan banner behind him, which isn't the banner you found at the beginning when you first walked in. So, for who picked up the banner from the first body you killed.
I did.
So that banner is from a clan called the Bloodcrofts. The banner behind them is it's a blue banner, but it has an iceberg silhouette on it. Can you make a? Well, I'm not going to get you to make a check. You know this is the Frostgate clan, which is another rival. But it looks like this was their base of operations, and the Bloodcrofts either came in and dealt with this man, because he is dead.
I'm going to take a bigger look around.
Roll investigation for me. Valkyrie, are you doing anything?
I'll look around as well.
Ooh,
You roll investigation as well. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Brett? Well, Arnold, are you doing anything?
How long does detect magic last? 10 minutes. I'm just going to walk around with the compass
Okay.
and see what he points at.
And Hagar, what are you doing?
Can I look at the corpse a bit closer?
You roll investigation as well. So we'll start with.
What do you want me to roll for walking around with the detect magic
I'll
compass?
get to you
Okay.
in a minute. So we'll start with Luthor. What did you roll?
3.
I got
Nice.
20.
Okay, so Luthor, you just. It's a messy room. You do eventually find the bloodstains on the desk as he has been slit. His throat's been slit. But as you're not expecting the body specifically, you don't find anything else. There are books kind of placed across the floor. They're just typical books that you would find in any normal library. Books about gods, children's stories. But other than that, there's not much of interest for you, anyway. Valkyrie, as you kind of walking around, you do find what seems to be a ledger just on a table behind the man at the desk. By the looks of it, these Frostgate clan members were doing some dodgy dealings and keeping a note of it. They were selling what seems to be illegal goods, which would be things like drugs, magical artifacts, or religious artifacts, as the celestial that reigns over Northreach doesn't really allow religion that much. She's lenient towards certain things, but being religious is kind of a big no-no. Like, you worship her and no one else. So, but it
Sounds
just
like my ex-wife.
gross. So that's all you find, Valkyrie.
Cool.
Hagar.
I got 9 out of 10. 21. Thank you. I'm here all night.
Looking at the body again, you do find him wearing like it's leather armor that's been tinted blue. I like that.
Oh!
It is ruined.
Wow.
It seems like the people who were in here before did try and set him alight, but failed.
Oh.
So the armor's burned, the body isn't though. You could take it if you're cool with taking shit off a dead guy.
I mean, it's not like it's only burnt leather. I've already got studded leather armor.
I can attempt to repair it.
But I mean, it's just going to be leather armor. It's going to be worse than what I got at the moment.
Fair enough, yeah. He's going
It
to
might be worth holding on to anyway.
Are you searching his pockets?
I am searching every nook and cranny of that corpse.
So you do find coins on
Time to go
him.
skull diving.
You do find coins on him.
Oh,
You
neat.
find
Well, how many?
two pieces of electrum. Now,
The fuck is
as electrum is the gold. Well, it's the coin that's in between silver and gold.
Okay. All right. So
Now,
how many?
can you roll a history check really quickly?
Yes. This isn't concerning any pieces of stonework, is it?
No.
Piss. Okay. Roll history. Did you say?
Yeah, history.
Okay. Right. These are mostly 20. No,
so-
dirty 20. Not a cool 20.
Outside of Northridge, because the dwarves you used to live with do business with countries outside of Northridge.
Okay.
Even when they went into hiding, that you
Just
did.
sounds correct.
You had visitors from other countries, and
Okay.
a big staple point in the countries that you visited was the Empire. The Empire are a group that have taken over a continent called Turnmarch, and are planning to take over more countries. Because most countries do follow the rules of the Empire, they banned the Electrum, or they don't use it anymore. The only pieces of coin people use now are copper, silver, gold, and platinum. Electrum was kind of just cast out as it was one of the only pieces that didn't resemble any part of the Empire, and they just didn't like it, so they got rid of it. But people who tend to dabble in things from the black market deal in this coin.
Oh, so this is like the Bitcoin of D&D.
Yeah. So, well,
Sweet.
in this world anyway. So people tend to trade Electrum in the black market.
Okay.
You don't truly understand how it works or why they use certain coins in the black market, but you do know from talking to people from other countries that this is something people who dabble in the black market use.
Okay, so I know it's black market, but like I don't necessarily know its value.
Yeah.
Neat.
But also, just in front of him on the blood, like where the blood is, you do find a torn piece of letter just by the blood, and it's the bottom right of a letter, and it doesn't have any words on it, but it has a signature of the same logo you had on the bottom right of your letter, which is also which you also saw on the bottom right of Arnold's letter,
Oh.
which you also have seen this logo on Luthor.
I choose not to share that piece of information.
Okay, so you quickly put that piece of paper in your pocket.
Was that 2 Electrum, by the way?
Yeah, 2 Electrum.
Sweet. Were those the only 2 coins?
Yes. On him, yes. Do you search the table? Like the drawers on the table?
Let's say yes.
Okay, so if you're searching all the drawers, you manage
I
to
am.
gather up 5 copper pieces from just around
Hell
you.
yes.
From just around you, manage to like scrap up 5 copper pieces.
Can we also include the entire cave and all of the player characters' inventories, please, as part of my set?
As at the players' inventories. Okay.
Yeah. I just want to take it all. Just give me. What was my? Oh my goodness! What was my starting gold pieces? Because I've definitely got a wrong amount.
All of your starting gold would have been 1 gold piece each.
Oh man. Okay. Let me just reduce that.
Yep, same.
Went from 15 to 1.
Yep.
Well, I got 5 copper pieces now. So, who's the real winner?
So also with Valkyrie, so you have dealt with the Frostgate clan before.
Yeah.
You do know certain members, and as you're kind of like focusing on things around, as Hagar is looking at the body, you do take a glimpse at him, and you do kind of recognize him. You've met him before, years and years ago, but he was what they refer to as an inquisitor. He was quite a smart man, and he kind of dealt with like the history and research side of the clan. So even you kind of understand, like, if there was anyone who would understand the black market, it would be him, because the brief encounters you've had with him, he does seem like a very smart man. His name was, where are my notes? Gathok. But you have met him briefly before, as you have kind of encountered the Frostgate clan. So you knew he was high-ranking in the Frostgate clan, and if this news got out that he was dead, it wouldn't exactly go well.
Well, we have got to deliver some bad news.
Hide the body.
Hide the body?
An option.
I mean, we could leave a note saying he eloped to somewhere. It's perfectly on the cards. And then we hide the body. In fact, me and Valkyrie saw a lovely little grave outside. We could just put a second one there. Or add, or take the old body out and put this one in. You know? I'm sure it wasn't anyone important living in that grave. At least I hope not, because I threw away their sword.
Are you telling this to my character at the moment?
Yes.
I'm gonna yeet you.
You're going to pick up Hagar and throw him across the room.
Yeah.
Okay, could you do an athletics check?
Yeah. Oh, you're screwed because my athletics is +7.
I'm not even going to fight this.
Oh, please don't get a natural one. 21.
Whoa! I just like Hagar, as you say that, it's like you kind of thinking to yourself, yeah, I threw that across the cliff. You feel hands grip your shirt, well, your armor, sorry, and just throw you about 20 feet across the room.
Hey! Can I try and roll to make sure I don't crack my fucking skull open?
Do a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, hell yeah. I say that like I've got a good dexterity. 1 second. Okay. Oh, 18.
18. You do manage to kind of land on your feet, kind of, but you do stumble back from the sheer force of a full-blooded Goliath just throwing you across the room. You do take a single point of damage from landing funny on your ankle.
Otherwise, though, it sounds like I nailed the landing.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. I'm gonna tastefully dust off my shoulders and go, well, that seemed wildly inappropriate, Valkyrie. Like, I'm gonna pretend it was nothing at all. And frankly, call out the poor and rude behavior of a fellow player character. Alright? Which I judge heavily. What say you in response?
I'm just waiting for the fucking frying pan off the head.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
Stop giving ideas!
What do you want to say anything to?
Yeah, Valkyrie, you just staring at me menacingly right now? What's going on?
Yeah, pretty much. I am going to throw my frying pan at you like a frisbee.
Yeah, sure. Make a dexterity check.
Yay. Oh,
Do I see this coming?
Oh,
eight.
yeah.
Yes, yes, you do. You do see it coming. So you quickly get out of the way. But do you want to say anything, Valkyrie?
Again,
Now,
seems slightly exaggerated with the response here. Hello? And then I'm just like, is this thing on?
Yeah, but all Hagar is getting is just violence towards him for what.
Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of verbal feedback here.
I don't think Valkyrie talks much.
Nope. I'm just gonna look at you fuming.
Okay, well, I can shrug that off pretty easily. And since you don't have a frying pan anymore. Wait, what are the stats on a frying pan?
It's, 1 second. What, the damage?
Yeah.
2d4 plus 5 bludgeoning damage.
Can I try and pick up the frying pan, please?
Sure. You pick up the frying pan.
Thank you. Thanks. So you're trying to heat a frying pan at me?
Are you going to try and keep it?
Yes.
So Valkyrie watches he puts it in his backpack.
I walk over to him and I grab him by the ankle.
Well, hold up. Okay, right. Some sort of comparative rolling is now going to start happening here because I am not okay with that. As soon as I see you walking up to me, I have a plan in mind. I have taken 2 attacks by now without retaliation. I am not going to sit by and take any more shit.
And so we have your first PvP.
Yay.
Okay.
Quite happily.
Roll for initiative.
I will not be intimidated like this.
I got 14.
I'm at 19.
Okay. Hagar, your first react.
Hey, well, I would like to use Tasha's hideous laughter, wherein which a target must make a wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
lest they become incapacitated and fall prone.
I got a question. How many spell slots have you fucking got?
I had a short rest, alright?
Wait,
I had a short rest. I'm pretty
What?
sure I'm okay.
Did Bard
So-
get your short rest?
I don't know. I think it might be long rest. You get spell slots back.
Oh,
I was about to say,
let me look. Let me
yeah.
look.
Sorry, virtual.
It's okay.
It'd be under spell casting.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get up. Spellcasting.
Oh, you regain all expended spell slots when you finish your long rest. Nuts. Nuts, 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 nuts. Okay, well this is fine. This is fine, because I have cantrips as well. I have cantrips. It's okay. It's okay. I can hold her up. What's gonna be the best thing here? Okay. Yeah. All right. I would like. Again, I would like to cast a vicious mockery as my action here, wherein which you must make a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on your attack roll.
19.
Nuts. And then wait, crap. What can I do as a bonus action? Can I do things like what is
So
it?
what
Like
did you cast on her to begin with? Sorry.
vicious mockery.
Okay, so what do you say to cast that?
Oh, what do I say? You gumble gack, nutsack. You think you can come at me? You can barely lift up your own legs. You fat hog.
I like how at this point I'm just walking around the room with a fucking compass watching this fucking.
And that's what I say. I call it a fat hog.
Okay. It doesn't work. If anything, it just confuses Valkyrie. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
Valkyrie, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Are we still in a dim cave?
Huh? Well,
Is this a low light situation?
not really. There are like candles around the room that haven't gone out yet. Like this was a recent murder.
Doing anything I can to desperately try to stay alive in this.
Just call for mercy and give her the pan back.
Absolutely not. I did nothing wrong here. I am not the aggressor. I have been attacked 3 times in a row now. I don't understand. Alright, I try and hold my ground once by just simply withholding the weapon that was thrown at me. Alright, and now I'm going to be murdered. I won't stand for it. I will hold my ground.
Can I take my turn now?
Yes.
Hold on.
Right, I pick him up by the ankle and hang him upside down. I'm not gonna kill you, but I am going to shake you until you get a headache.
So can you make a?
What, fake worse than dead?
I like to point out I am still medium in size.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, she can still lift you.
Yeah,
a Goliath.
Goliath the large, and they can lift above the weight class.
Yeah.
Can you make an athletics check for me then, Valkyrie?
This is probably where I failed, to be fair. 17.
Can Hagar roll dex save?
Ooh, yes.
Oh! He starts to squirm
18.
away. So you grab his ankles and you swing him up, but he does start to he grabs a hold of the floor. Like he manages to get grip on the floor and tries to start pulling himself away.
Can we actually, instead, my dexterity is really about the smoothness of my ankles, and trying to swing me up, you simply look like I slipped out of your grasp because of how dexterous and slippery I am.
No, she still has a hold on you. She's not picked you up yet. So, does Luthor and Arnold want to do anything at this point?
Nope.
I'm still waiting with the compass.
I want to hit her with a frying pan.
So,
God.
does that end your turn, Valkyrie?
Is there anything I can do? No, I think that's it for now. I'll just,
Okay.
yeah.
Hagar, it's your turn. You're being held by the ankles.
Oh, can I still swing to attack?
If you can describe how you attack from being held on the ankles, sure.
Well, considering I'm not being held by my arms, I'm still going to use my arms. I don't attack people using my ankles. I use my hands to hold frying pans. I want to hit her with my hands using the frying pan.
Okay.
Or hit her with the frying pan in my hands.
The way I described it was, she's holding onto your ankles, but you're pulling yourself away from the floor. Are you then allowing her to pick you up?
By picking me up, does that mean I'll be incapacitated? So is it literally
No,
like...
no, it's just she's going to be holding you up by your ankles. You won't be incapacitated. You won't be able to move, but you'll be able to do stuff with your hands.
Oh, okay, yeah, I still want to hit her with a frying pan.
So you're going to allow her to pick you up, and then you're going to take her frying pan and attempt to hit her with it.
Yes, I want to attempt to hit her with a frying pan with my hands.
Make an attack roll.
I want to use my inspiration to try again. Because I got a fire.
Okay.
Yeah! Oh.
Your dwarvish arms are just too short.
Fuck. Okay. Failing that, I kind of just want to throw the frying pan. No, you know what? No, I've come this far. Fuck you. I haven't done anything wrong here. I'm just getting attacked. I'm gonna finish my turn.
Okay. I'm now fully expecting Valkyrie just to pole drive you into the ground.
Yeah.
Throw you up, jump, catch you midair, just drop you into the ground. Tombstone pole drive. Valkyrie, it's your turn.
He's eye level with me.
Okay. So you bring him up, so you're in a Spider-Man kiss position.
Oh god, no, don't make this weird.
I'm sorry. I'm the DM. I have to.
And I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna be mad or anything. I'm just gonna say, I know you wouldn't have known whose grave that is, but that was a dear friend of mine, and you threw her sword off the cliff, and that's what you did wrong, and that's why I threw you.
You can have your frying pan back now. I'm gonna hand it over.
And I drop it.
How tall are you?
What's the average size of a Goliath? I can't remember
About
what
8
I wrote.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, about 8
And you're
feet.
holding him.
Hang on, how was I eye level? I'm confused.
I'd say you were held up about 10 feet, which means you'd take about a d6 fall.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's like I'm talking from like head height, so like.
Wait, hang on. Was I eye level? Did
Yeah,
you
like
say?
she's
Yeah.
holding by your
And I
ankles.
was being held by my ankle.
Yeah. So she's lifted, like her arms are going above her head.
So I would fall 8 feet.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna just hold on a minute. I'm just gonna. You take 3 points of damage being dropped on your head.
So in the past
But
5 minutes, you've taken 4 damage.
But Valkyrie, you get your frying pan back.
Hang on, how do I take that amount of damage from falling so little?
Well, it's a d6 per 10 feet. And since you're not falling exactly 10 feet, I rolled a d4.
Oh, I thought it was for. Okay, I thought it was like past a certain amount, then you start doing.
No, but if you were dropped 8 feet from, if you were dropped from 8
On
feet
your
and
head.
landed on your head, it hurt a little bit.
I concede.
If you don't think so, let me try it on you. So, what are you guys doing at this point?
I'm nursing my head.
And I'm watching laughing.
I'm still sitting here looking at a compass, apparently.
I'm just going to keep having a look around the room and see if there's anything else.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna leave this room. I'm
Okay.
gonna leave it. I'm gonna go in the other room.
So there's no magical items in the room, and there's no magical aura in the room anymore. But you did feel a slight magical aura on Hagar while he was having a little bit of a tussle with Valkyrie.
So the compass is pointing in his direction.
Yes.
I continue to follow the compass.
Okay, so Hagar, you now realise that Arnold is just following you out of the room.
Oh, I'm coming to the other room as well. Okay, yeah, sure, let's go.
I'd like to say I'm not looking at you. I'm just looking down at the compass
he's
and
just
walking
looking
forward.
down at his compass. But
It's like it's one of those. If you stop, I will just walk straight into you.
But for Luthor, there is nothing else to note in this room.
Alright, I leave and I go towards the other room.
Oh, look who's following who now. And I stride confidently out of the room.
But Arnold, you quickly realise that the magical aura is on Hagar.
What did you pick up?
2 Electrum coins.
I would know that they're not magical, correct?
Well, you would know electrum coins themselves are not magical yet.
Okay, let me rephrase. What did you pick up that's magical that was previously in that room?
I don't know. The only thing magical I did was the spells in the little tussle, and then I gestured to Valkyrie that we just had. Other than that, I picked up the 2 shiny coins from the corpse. The dodgy black market coins, which, to be honest, I know very little about. If you actually ask me anything, I just know that they're coins. And I'm pretty sure you use them to buy drugs. Maybe we'll try that. But yeah, other than that, nothing great. Not 5 gold pieces. God, Mimics. Why do they have all the coins?
Then why is the magical aura that's previously in that room pointing to you now?
You say now like it wouldn't always point to me. I like to think that I already have a magical essence about me because of my, bardic talent. I am putting up so many convincing arguments, alright? Okay, I would like to make that out, alright? You are really testing my excuse generator right now.
That's how I've got like reasonable doubt that you picked something up in that room.
I
There's
have
probably some magic
provided
in that
so
room.
many plausible explanations as to why there is a magic compass pointing at my ass right now.
Yes, that was
on.
previously pointing at something that was in that room.
Yeah, but it was just something in the room, and we were all in the room. You've no idea what it is. It could be me still. Like, there's nothing to say there
It
wasn't.
wasn't in the room when it was pointing it in that room.
Ah, they were about me.
I got bullshit.
Also, how long did that fight take? How long can this guy detect magic for?
10 minutes.
So, are you going to show him the coins at all, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'll pull out the coins, but I'm not going to hand them over. I'm going to keep them on my person. I'm going to be very sure about that. I'm not going to move it away from my center of mess.
I would like to declare to the rest of the group that I do believe he's hiding something.
Can I try and roll a persuasion thing here to try and convince? Because, as I said, I've provided many plausible explanations as to why there is a magic
Okay,
cannon,
so
and I'm
you roll-
literally trying to hide this.
You roll persuasion. Arnold, you roll insight.
It's like my explanation as to why I'm like
Oh, come on.
14.
God damn it.
Why is it with people I know are making weird noises as they roll in Roll20? So no, Arnold, you don't like. He's lying about something. He's a good liar, but he's not that good.
I make it known to the other two, like, I believe that he's taken something out of that room and not told us what it is. With the reasoning of there was something magical in that room that I was detecting, like, from this point in this current room, while she was closer than where that room would have been.
I
So
eat the paper.
So, okay.
How far away is he from me currently?
Nah, I do it super quick. No way anyone could even...
Roll stealth.
I can't believe I have to roll stealth to eat paper. What is it? It's gonna take
Well,
like...
coming to.
It's gonna take like a second. It takes like 1 second to eat a corner of a piece of paper. I just pull it out of my pocket and put it in my mouth. This is oppression. Making me roll paper.
There you
I
go.
can't believe it. 18.
18. Yeah. Yep. Without anyone noticing, you throw it in your mouth,
Hell yeah.
but it starts to heat up.
Oh, I swallow.
You swallow.
Yes.
Fucking Christ.
I will let this shit burn a hole through me like thermite on a car engine before I let people know about that. No.
I'm sorry. You're gonna have I'm gonna have to like get you to like take a d6 damage for that. Like you take 3 points of fire damage,
I take it.
but the rest of you watch. Just he very like visibly does swallow something, and he does start to tear up.
See, look, magical all along. It's me.
To know-
Hagar.
To
With
know,
it burnt up, yes, it would.
like the magical aura is gone.
Magical god.
There you go. What did you take out of the room without telling us?
I didn't take anything. I was hungry. I ate a snack. I have allergies. I feel bad. I want to go home.
What did you take?
I will never tell.
I could just cut your stomach open.
Cut it open then.
You should hang him upside
good.
down. That's
All
it.
right. You'll destroy the world's best instrument. All right, and that will be on your hands.
I've never been watching music anyway.
I am gonna stop Luthor there and be like, the magical was gone, it's possibly been destroyed. Due to it being what I'm gonna assume with the swallowing eaten.
Dwarven stomach acid will keep any secret safe.
Valkyrie, did you say something?
No, I just said like just hang him upside down. That seems to work.
Oh yeah, if anyone puts me upside down, I will die.
Do it.
I'm pretty sure if a strong wind blows, I will die.
We have to leave by going down an icy mountain.
Oh god.
Liability, smiability. All right.
So, what are you doing, guys?
Going into the third room.
Are you just ignoring this now?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's not going to tell us, is he?
And there's not much else to do other than
Yeah, okay.
wait 8 to 12 hours and with a sieve.
I'd like to quickly check, is this like a properly laid out, like, cutting cave, or is it a naturally made one, so would there be stalactites and stalagmites and shit?
Ooh, yeah.
This appears to be man-made.
Fuck.
So you start going into the next room, and you quickly realise this corridor is a massive hallway, and you start to go at a decline.
Yep, I just keep walking.
Okay. You
Does
start...
it look at all icy or anything like that, or is it just still stone?
No, it's just stone.
Okay, yeah, just keep walking.
Did you say this? Sorry, this was stone on a decline.
Yes.
Yeah.
Decline? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I know what you mean. I got confused on what that word meant.
So you start heading down, and you walk for a good couple of minutes, and then you're brought to an opening.
Is this lit?
It's not in the hallway, but then you do see a light just at the end.
And what's at the end? Is it like a doorway? Or?
So you do walking out into an opening that is another room. And as you're kind of looking around, there are 5 dead bodies in this room. So there
That was
are.
quick.
Can you, all of you, well, one of you, and take advantage? Can you just make a perception check?
I'll do it.
How's the best perception there?
I don't know. Still doing it though.
Oh,
With that bad of a roll, which by the way, for everyone at home, you're on a 10. You can kind of tell from your experience of like working in Northreach, there are 2 people dressed as Frostgate members, members of the Frostgate clan. They are just about 30 feet into the room, facing. Well, they look like they were facing you at one point, but they are lying face down. In front of you,
Okay.
there seems to be 2 Bloodcroft members, and right at the end of the room, this room, like lengthways where you're facing, is about 60 or so feet. And as you're kind of walking around, as you kind of get to this next body, the closer you look, the more you start to realise that they're a member of the Knights of the Ashen Flame.
Oh.
And that's where we're going to end today's session. For everyone who's still here, thank you for joining us on this very strange episode of the Taverneers podcast.
If that's not an outro, I don't know what is.
I mean,
Saying bye, bro.
Nah, it's alright. This is an outro.